Karen Groh.
Well, tell me a little bit about what you do for a living.
My business is I design and marketing. I do graphic design and marketing, which can involve anything from a logo, corporate identity or branding, to publications, directories, white papers, and just overall marketing, planning, and development.
I understand also that you donate services a certain amount each year to community groups. Tell me about that.
Well, I do feel that there are many companies out there that can donate their a large check as a donation, or they can donate their goods, but I don't have that as a luxury to provide to help out our community. So I feel the best thing that I can do is to donate my knowledge, my connections, my time, and my experience to organizations that could benefit from having what I know to help share their story and spread their marketing messages.
That's fantastic. Now, I know that the Career and Technology Center, you serve on some sort of a board there. Tell me about that.
I serve on the advisory committee for the commercial arts program, and I think I've been on there about 15, 16 years. And we meet a few times a year to talk about the program and the students and things that might need to be developed in the program, what's going on in the actual industry as compared to what's being taught to the students. We also talk about what equipment might be needed, where the teachers should be asking for upgrades on things. We help to administer the Inductee test to the students by grading it, and just help as facilitators for certain things.
Also help junior achievement.
Yes, I started as a business advisor with Junior Achievement 17 years ago, going into the high school as a facilitator in the business class. And I did that for a few years, but found that it was a little much of a time constraint when I had young kids in the house. So what I tend to do now is I work throughout the day when they have their Young Women's Future Symposium, and spend the day there with a tremendous group of high school students from the area as a facilitator, on a career panel and things like that. And then there are other times that occasionally Junior Achievement needs volunteers to jump in, and I do what I can.
That is fantastic. And you also help out, you've been leadership roles at CLA and YMCA, but you're going to be soon taking on the presidency of the Chamber of Commerce?
Not the presidency, the chairman of the board.
But that's really impressive.
Yeah, it's kind of intimidating. I have been on the board for a while for the Chamber of Commerce, very, very active in the Chamber of Commerce, and trying to do what I can, especially in the area of small businesses, to help them grow and succeed in Lebanon County. And I feel that my voice on the board has been to represent small business. And so being one of a number of other chairmen who have been small business owners, like Diana Hartman, who's also been chairman of the board a number of years back, it's just really nice to show that the board is not always made up of big manufacturing companies and high-level CEOs, that we can get things done too, even though we're a smaller business.
That's cool. And one of the things I've seen you do that seems to be a passion for you is this Patriot Day concert.
Oh, yes.
Talk about that.
Well, it's very close to my heart. I had a friend from high school who died in the attacks, and I was at a Chamber of Commerce meeting the day that happened, that the attacks happened, and we, at subsequent meetings, we talked about. What could we do next year to help unify our community and make them feel safe and secure, and to get to get past the horror of that day. And inevitably we came down to hosting a concert to help bring the community together and uplift their spirits, to honor those that had fallen, and to celebrate our patriotism for our community and our country.
Well, I can tell you that I've attended most if not all of these concerts. I think I have been. But you're right. I mean, I leave there feeling so proud to be an American,
yes,
and to know that we didn't let these terrorists defeat us. We are, we dig down deep when we're attacked or we are hurting, and we help each other. And what you did to pull us all together and make us feel good again, thank you. It's such an uplifting.
It's an honor for me to be, I mean, we do the planning and we get everybody in there, and then the rest of it happens because of the community that is sitting in that room. When you sit there and you feel what everybody else in the audience is feeling, to me, that's my payback for the whole thing.
And to see the members of the armed forces rise, and you can see them stand at attention, and it doesn't matter how old they are, if they have a cane, they stand as erect as if they were a 20-year-old soldier again.
Absolutely.
It is so amazing and quite impressive that you pulled this all together. Thank you for doing that. Now, it says you moved here from upstate New York, and what brought you to Lebanon County?
I used to work for a newspaper that was in upstate New York, and that newspaper was owned by a larger corporation that also at the time owned the Daily News. And so when I was younger, in my 20s, I was offered a position to move down here to be in management, to work for the Lebanon Daily News. And I had no particular ties to the area, no family where I was living at the time, and so I got up and moved. I had 2 weeks to do it, find a place to live, and that's what brought me here.
New York's loss, our gain. In closing, is there anything you would like to tell us that I haven't asked, to give you an opportunity to express something, whether it's your business, your personal life, whatever you want to say?
Well, what I would like to say is that I think everybody has different ways that they can contribute to the health and well-being of the community around them. It might be, again, services, their time, their expertise, their financial contributions. And I think to keep a healthy community, everybody needs to do, even if it's just a little part. If you can donate 1 hour a year, or you can donate 100 hours a year, it's that collective work of the group that fills in all the gaps where the money can't be made and the funds aren't there, or the resources aren't there. There's just so many opportunities for everybody to feel like they're involved to some extent. And I hope that one of the things that I hope is residual for the things that I do is that I set a good example for my children, so that they also grow up to feel that call to help and service others.